Welcome back. No, someone's gonna take out bench. Bro, I swear every time you intro this, I'm picking up a bench. And it's the same.
You're doing something that's
involved with a bench. Okay. It's been a while since we've been back here.
Yeah.
What, 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Done?
Yeah.
4 weeks. We're gonna do back day today. Got some interesting things to talk about. You see my fashion sense has changed. I have high socks on. That's new. I think my train of thought goes because when I'm ready to train, I'm ready to train. And then like I know what exercises I want to do, and then someone's like, no, I'm using that. And then I'm like, oh. And then my brain goes, and then everything goes away. The aim of this video, we're going to train back. We're going to talk about back. And things will come to me as they go, as we go. I think the hardest part about these videos is I don't have an aim.
yeah.
I enjoy the idea of building towards something, and the something is just hitting a goal of doing a certain amount of YouTube videos. So I did the math. If we do a YouTube video once every 3 weeks for 52 weeks, it's like 17 videos a year. Let's confirm. 52 divided by 3. 17.3 videos a year, which is my goal by this time next year. Let's go.
That's a lot.
17 video, yeah. I feel like it's very achievable.
Yeah, I think it's.
And as well, it's also a personal goal because I know how many times, watch your foot.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I know how many times I've stopped and started YouTube. So I told myself, I don't care what I talk about, who I talk about it with, when I talk about it, as long as I do 17 YouTube videos in the next 52 weeks. That's the goal. I find that it's more important, and someone told me this, and I'm gonna butcher this quote, but it's more important to be consistent with a less quality work because the more you put out, the better you'll get. I think completely butchered it, but that's the idea. So anyway, when we start my back day, I like to do single arm bench cable row, and this does get a lot of slack in the industry, but I like it from a standpoint of it's a nice gentle exercise that you can progressively overload. We've got external stability, and I can just focus on turning my back on. I lost my drink. So with my drink, I usually like to switch between coconut water or pomegranate juice. Because I'm cutting, I like liquid carbs during my session. 1, because it makes the session feel better by getting a better pump. And 2, it just gives me that energy. And so instead of eating lollies, I feel like I'm doing myself a service by eating something a bit more natural or drinking something a bit more natural. And yeah, look, my high days are about 150 grams of carbs. My low days are 100 grams of carbs. But this is my sweet treat, other than rice, which is my other carb intake. Brace, that was a bit of a zesty move getting on, but 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was good. Feels good today. Feel good. I also like feeling that I'm getting better at being behind the camera. It's also my own little anxiety. My own, is the right word trope? I never know what that word means. But like getting over it by doing it all the time, even with no intent. There's no intent. There is a goal, the baby goal, the secondary goal. I would like to outlay or to project the story. So when I look back in 2 or 3 years' time, no matter where I'll be, it's like an online journal. It's to keep me accountable. It's really weird how social media works because sit down. You're pretty much immortal nowadays, okay? You have a carbon footprint, you have a digital footprint. There is no there's going to be no more evidence that you didn't exist. And there's going to be evidence that you did. No matter how much you like to think that you're like a ghost, and just because you have your account on private, people know everything. And so for me, my philosophy is, why not leave a story? Why not leave something that my grandkids can look up on YouTube and be like, this is my grandfather, this is Pop, this is Jiddu, this is what he was doing when he was 24. It may not be monumental, I'm not moving mountains, but it's cool to look back, because like when my grandfather shows me a photo of him in the army, you look at it with so much emotion and drive, and it's so empowering to know that, okay, if XYZ happened in his life and he did that, then XYZ is probably going to happen in my life, so let's be prepared. And I feel like that's the whole thing that you get out of YouTube. That's why people and content creators, I hate that word, are so relatable, because they allow you to compare and contrast your situation with theirs, and then it equips you to better deal with situations that will arise in your future. That was a whole lot of words. Yeah, let's do this next set. Dude, it's so crazy, like, because to me being behind the camera, as anxiety inducing and as unnatural as it seems, to some other people it's so foreign. And so I noticed that when we're filming, it's like when I'm filming and someone will look at the camera and they smile because they think it's like journalism, like I'm famous, but it's like, so it's just a difference in perspective, and like real world experience alters everything. One of my clients just dropped this off for me because they know I'm a complete germaphobe. Working in a gym is crazy because I'll see someone pick their nose, pick their ass, or pick something, and then they go touch a machine, and then someone will sneeze. Dude, I don't know, just basic hygiene. I've seen the double hand wet sneeze straight into barbell bench press, and like, and then people bite their nails. Nah, let's go down that. Imagine. Anyway, so I complain to my clients all the time about, like, make sure you just wipe your machine down or before you, because that's how you get like it's called ringworm. It's not nice. And if you have ringworm, there's a product called Nizzerol. Let's go. Big strong set. My cues for this movement. See how I'm stretched? Everyone likes to talk about this stretch. Don't worry about the stretch. Chest up, lat locked, brace, intentional movements. Ready? 1, up, I pause. 2, up, I pause. 3, and I'm fighting the weight. 4, 5, see how I'm not rotating to get the weight down? 6, I'm pulling it. 7, 8, thank you very much. We'll do a repeat set, same weight, and then we'll go T-bar rows. I almost just picked that up and drank it. Did you want your water? I feel so flat. Being in a cut is crazy. This is my first proper cut in. A little embarrassing. I don't even know how long. Brilliant. Let's go. Yeah. Bit wobbly. Anyway, I'm gonna lock that under there. Engineering. So, something I want you to remember when you're doing a T-bar row. I know it's all well and good to use 20 kilo plates, but when you're focusing on getting a deep range of motion, what happens when that 20 kilo plate hits your chest before your arms have gone all the way back? I know it's such a small thing, but it's something that I like to pay attention to, because my sets look like this. So the 20 kilo would probably stop me here, whereas I can come all the way up. Down, see how I'm locked? Drive. Drive. Beautiful. Something I like about this t-shirt, and it's not because it's my t-shirt, it's not because I designed it, but it's just so thick. The thick t-shirt, it hides the sweat, you feel safe, you feel secure. Like boys, if you got gyno, it hides it's like a nice comfort blanket. I went last night to City Cave, North Para. Shout out to them. And I got a remedial massage because I'm standing all day for like 14, 15 hours training clients. My calves shot, Achilles shot, forearms from holding pads, boxing shot. It was one of the guys there, I forgot his, actually probably should mention his name, I forgot his name. Elbow deep into my calf, and even now just walking around, oh, but you know what? It feels so good. Something I always recommend to my clients, not for any other reason than just for rest, relaxation, not for a recovery perspective, just rest and relaxation. Book a massage at any of those Thai places, the legit Thai places. 60 minutes, once a month. I know it's like it's expensive, but what it does is it allows you to turn off completely. How often are you away from your phone, away from any headaches, away from any drama? It's unless you live some awesome life, I'm gonna need notes on that. But for anyone that runs a business, for anyone that's got chaos in their life and they need an hour off, go do it. And it becomes almost addicting and life-changing because everything's off and you can just focus on what needs to get done, and you're getting a massage at the same time. A real one, not a... Thank you. One more set like that. And then there's a few studies that have come out that shown that drop sets are not as effective as once thought. However, when it comes to legs and when it comes to back training, on certain days, if you feel like you're not going to hit the numbers that you want to hit, a drop set could be the perfect weapon in your arsenal to get the job done, because every set is less effective than the one before. Think about that when you're training. So if you really feel like you're not going to hit your allocated reps at your working weight, I'm going to burp. Sorry, excuse me. My mum would shoot me if she saw that. Then use a drop set as an accessory or as a tool to get the volume that you need. Probably need a coach for that one, but that's what I'll do today because I'm feeling a little bit cooked. So we'll go 5 reps, take 2 plates off, finish off with maybe 10, 15 reps and just belt it. Did you see Chris Bumstead's competing in the Opens? Dude, you know what? You know what's crazy? And I don't talk about this enough. I don't know if you're going to be able to focus on my phone. This is crazy. Now that like Chris Bumstead has cemented his legacy, I want to show you something. I don't know if you're going to be able to focus on that. Do we turn my brightness down or you got it?
Who's that?
No, hey, yeah, when I had hair. And that's your 6-time Mr. Olympia.
What year was it?
2019.
19.
Was that his first Olympia?
That's what I was thinking. Or was it?
That might have been. Even here, look at this. I was training with Regan Grimes.
You're missing the wire there, though.
Me? Yeah, that's the Do You Even. Great brands. Great brand. Shout out to the owner of Do You Even, Adiz. He just got Do You Even put into all the big W stores across Australia. That's a crazy achievement. Here, Calum, before he got all his tattoos. So I have a shoe. This shoe. I have a shoe signed by Chris Bumstead, Calum von Moger, Regan Grimes, Cedric McMillan, Calum von Moger, Regan Grimes, Cedric McMillan, Chris Bumstead. It's got all their signatures on it. And God rest his soul, Cedric McMillan obviously passed away. And you know what's crazy? I actually don't know where the shoe is. But I know it exists. Dude, I was like, why don't I just put this in like a glass case? Like actually, I can't find, anyway, I'm gonna find it. All right, what I say, 5 reps followed by a drop set, 10 reps. I think my traps took over the last 3 reps. All right, unrack it, and let's go next one. The pump is pumping. I miss feeling big. I miss being big. It's the lightest I've ever been. Oh, that's a lie. But like lightest I've been in 12 months. This time a year ago, no, beginning of this year, I was 105. I've cut down now 90, 91.4. The goal is to get to 88 and be like a string bean, lean. Lean green machine. Okay. Latimus pull down. I think it's this one. All right. BRB. One thing I thought about just then, when I went to the toilet, probably TMI, but no matter how effective your training is and how purposeful you think it is, it's more important to enjoy it. I don't care about your efficiency and about your range of motion and the little things like that. What's more important is, are you actually enjoying coming to the gym? Is it fun? Is being here more motivating than it is demotivating? Very important. People on the internet rave on about effective this and effective that, and mate, enjoy your training and you'll make more progress than the most effective program in the world because you actually want to do it. That was fun. That wasn't supposed to be a pun, it was actually fun. ASMR. Million views right there. Sell the company stock. Even today, I feel like I always start my intros with I was having a conversation, but I have that many conversations that I was actually having a conversation with someone who was asking me something that they wish they knew earlier when they were going to become a personal trainer. And the first thing that came to mind was, nobody trusts you yet. So do things that are going to make them trust you. I wish someone told me to worry less about social media and focus more on building real relationships. There's nothing like word of mouth in a world where everybody has access to the internet, because you have to look at the hierarchy of value. If one person is posting 1,000 videos in a year and you times that by 10 people, that's a lot of information. But how many people do you know that are real? You've got the most value based on face-to-face contact. And that's why I think there's always going to be a need for personal trainers. So like, one thing that I really want people to remember is the way people perceive you is going to be your number one, what's the word? It's going to be your highest leverage in this game. Bar none. Bar none. If you're flirtatious, if you're rude, if you're cocky, people are going to think that that's what your business is like. But if you are yourself, you're genuine, you're honest, you communicate with people, your acts of kindness extend beyond yourself, you'll be a great trainer. A great trainer. Anyone can learn a skill. Anyone can scream at a client in a gym, yeah, 5 more reps, yeah. But how many people can manage a relationship over 3 years to ensure that their client and themselves are both growing simultaneously in a direction that's purposeful and intentional? Clip that. Thank you. Let's log that. I think that's a PB. Ready? That was 6 of 100. And then 5 of 100. Oh, that's 2 sets done. Let's go. All right. Massive controversy with this one, but I decided to do pull-ups after my pull downs. It's almost like a fake drop set. but to ensure that I've got nothing left in the tank when it comes to this motion. So what did I do last week? I'm definitely not doing that this week, but I did 8 reps. Let's see what I can do this week. Oh, I do like the neutral. Looks like we're doing proper pull-ups. And then if I do have time, depending on my workout, depending on how I feel, fatigue management, etc., I do like to do the seated chest supported machine, the pin loaded row. That's one of my favorite exercises ever.
First time we're seeing Buddy doing calisthenics.
That's not calisthenics, is it? I don't know. I noticed towards the end of these videos, my cognitive function just goes, and it's just less talking and more training. Maybe some people like that. I would love a bit of feedback on these videos, positive or negative, from an entertainment perspective. Like what, I don't know. I do wish I cared a little bit more about what people think. But I would love to know what you think. I think it would be nice to know if people find this engaging. Is that a seeking of external validation? I don't know. Maybe we got to start journaling and then come back to that. Calisthenics. Get out of here, bro. Nah, not happening. I reckon we'll finish with a bicep exercise and a tricep exercise. I was on a podcast this week for my local parish for the church, and I was with the priest. I'm pretty sure the priest that actually baptized me, and a clinician, a therapist who works in the field of psychology. And so I got slightly maybe lectured on my choice of words. So we're going to try to be a bit more aware of it. Do you know what my new tactic is when it comes to proofing anything that I want to post? I actually don't watch it anymore because I get too self-absorbed. So even with the podcast that I recorded on the week, it wasn't me, but I was a guest on the podcast. I sent it to 4 or 5 people. I said, what do you think of this? And that was it. That was like my verification check. Whenever I post a YouTube video, 4 or 5 people that I send it to. Otherwise, I stare at it for too long. And it's like when you stare at a photo for too long and one eye goes bigger than the other and all of a sudden you look like an alien. Same thing with social media content. I try not to overthink it, send it away. If 3 or 4 people, 5 people that I care about give me the okay, then it's live. So if anything ever gets published, just I don't know anything about it. It's like a waiver of responsibility. I'll be like, I had nothing to do with it. And that's it. I'll do one more set and we'll leave it at that. Last set. Last set, best set. Let's go. And that's it. Thank you. Almost. And that's our outro. I hate saying like and subscribe because it feels like I'm begging. It's like this, like and please, but do it anyway.